Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Albacete have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Threads one in. Looking to play him in. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick.
Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Camavinga! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Albacete yet to have an attempt on goal. Camavinga. It's Vinicius Junior. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now this could be a chance. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Albacete are enjoying this surprise lead. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, Morcillo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Vinicius Junior. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Asensio. And it's Valverde. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And Rodrigo. Valverde. Rodrigo. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great run on the overlap here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, important interception. Camavinga. And that's going right the way across. Chouameni. And it's Valverde. It's Camavinga. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's tried one! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Valverde. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Great vision. Mbappe picks it up out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has ended up in no man's land. Valverde. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now there's a fine chance for a shot! He's going to be quick to recover this. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Vinicius Junior tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Now try to spin that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Albacete can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. Albacete carrying a 1-goal lead. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior knocks it into space. Incoming delivery. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Well, that's well seen too. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Mbappe! He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's found a way past. He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Could try cutting inside here. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Valverde promptly onto that, and that is that. The message is clear, none shall pass. Bellingham proves too strong. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Played out wide. He's got away, and it's played in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Vallejo spots it and intercepts. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's going for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now he's having a go!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good take, and is he... Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. And that could have brought them level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Vallejo. A famous win, all but confirmed. They just need to hold on for a few more minutes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's the shot! It's their second corner of the game. Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So that's it. It is all over. Albacete have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Turns back here, probably the best option. With Rudiger. And he's been shifted off it. And he's picked out the run.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That was venomous.
And they've got a throw.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Carvajal, is...
He's tried one! Decent enough try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Camavinga. More and more pressure on the ball here. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Camavinga cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been slipped through. Eder Militao with a definite foul there.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
That's good running with the ball. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So what can they make of this? He's going for goal! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Some good work on the right flank here. It's a searching pass.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Played out to the right.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. With Rudiger. Half an hour played now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception. Borsillo.
Decent progress down the left.
Aimed beyond the defence. Rudiger. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Camavinga. And it's Valverde. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Bellingham. Threads one in. That's a little off target. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in space and looking for options. And a shot! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Looking for the run. He's in a shot at goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely shaped ball. Good read, needed to be. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Valverde.
Vinicius Junior.
Nice bit of trickery. Camavinga. Spread neatly. Applies the finish! And it's Bellingham. Albacete still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Eder Militao.
Vinicius Junior.
Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's found a way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Great chance here to level it up. Going for goal! Albacete with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Albacete have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Albacete are looking to break at pace. What a throw in. It's going to be another throw. Looking to play him in by Vinicius Junior. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Just too much on that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Eder Militao. It's Rudiger. Camavinga. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And Carvajal. And it's Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. Can he finish? And that's going up front in a hurry.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's a fine interception. Valverde. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Bellingham. Spread it left. Vinicius Junior. And that's been won straight back. So just one extra minute for stoppages. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almost...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the shot!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Eder Militao. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Aims beyond the defence. Distributed tidily. Chooses to go crossfield. Pinches it off him. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Valverde. Eder Militao. And it's Carvajal. And he's had it nicked away. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely weighted ball. Albacete are enjoying this surprise lead.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Camavinga. Well, that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Goulet. And he's managed to get free. He can run onto that. Just a goal chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Rodrigo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
A heavy challenge. This looks promising. He's shifting through the game. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Rudiger gets over and intercepts. That has been slung wide. It's a promising position. And that's not going to reach. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vinicius Junior. And it's Carvajal. Now Eder Militao. Strong running down that left flank. He's picked his way through. Valverde! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Vallejo. Well-timed, excellent interception. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Valverde charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's through, now is he in? Shoots! Oh, that wasn't far away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And they've switched it over to the other side. That's a good run down the left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So what can they conjure from this one? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. And the ball's come loose here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he was quick to react. Goulet, that is ended up in no man's land.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's fabulous. Vallejo gets a foot in here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. That has not gone well. Now it's Rodrigo. Now, can they get him away? Rodrigo looking to run onto it. It's not an especially good pass, that. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Good to look back on the first 45 minutes.
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Albacete leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's got his cross in, and he was alert to it. Borsillo. Great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Camavinga. Goulet. Oh, played through for the wide man. Rodrigo. He is through here. Great challenge, time to perfection. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. Shapes to shoot! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Albacete are still that goal to the good. Vinicius Junior. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Tchouameni with the foul. Valverde. Well read, nice interception. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Bellingham. And Carvajal. And it's Arda Güler. Albacete finding their passes. Foot in. Vinicius Junior. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away, and he's onside. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Valverde laid out to the left flank. Carvajal. Carvajal tries making a foray down the right. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Steamy chance for a shot! Oh, a collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. The referee's awarded a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Albacete clearly now in lead preservation mode. Thinks one through. No luck with that dink over the top. Ball's gone out of play. And they win it back again. And that's it. Albacete have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Chelsea Arsenal.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a sharp pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Trossard. Over to the left. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi.
Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cucurella. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that's fabulous. Timber plays it all the way forward. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Saka in acres of space out wide. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. James. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Trossard making good progress on the right-hand side. Lavia, and the pass is intercepted. A probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a pretty loose pass. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate.
Saka! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Saka is offering a wry smile there.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caicedo. Chalobah. He might be in here! Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He has found the way through. Havertz! by no Gittins.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Real chance! Caicedo. And it's Palmer.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And we'd like to inform you now
Well, it
that
has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Lavia. Cucurella. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's João Pedro. And he's gone back. Shoots! Oh, it rattles the bar. Eze. Trossard. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Havertz. Played out to the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's made its way to him. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Now it's Trossard. Havertz. Lavia. James. Colwill. Pressing high and with purpose. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Cucurella. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Ødegaard. And he's had a hit! And that's caused a worry or two.
Timber has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Chelsea have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Rice. And it's Palmer. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Saka. Looking for options for movement. Cucurella.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Colwill gets over and intercepts. Shifted upfield, and he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. That's an imaginative pass. Trossard is wide and looking to get onto this. Lavia and Caicedo, Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Eze. Colwill cuts it out. He's had a shot! In for the pieces! He scores! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
After 77 minutes.
And he's only too grateful to
Number
capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. João Pedro.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. James. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Knocks it into space. Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Saka. Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. That's a super give and go. Shapes to shoot! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 87 minutes is number 7, Pedro Neto.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Timber. He's looking to win it for them. Aimed beyond the defence. Havertz. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Scorer for Arsenal, number 29, Kai Havertz.
Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Robert Sanchez. And that is that. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right...
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Gabriel is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Rice. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. James. Bino Gittins. Lavia. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Looks to the other side. Timber. First quarter of an hour gone. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pedro Neto. And here's Palmer. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Trossard is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it out wide. Trossard puts a cross in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lavia. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Ødegaard. He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ødegaard is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Caicedo. In with the challenge. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pedro Neto. Point-blank header! Calafiori plays it long. Gabriel. And it's Timber. Now Ødegaard. Saliba. Trossard might just make this. Gabriel. And it's Rice. Timber. Oh, that's neat. That's rather hopeful. Missed by a fraction. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Colwell. And Lavia. Havertz does well to get it back. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Lavia. Bino Gittins. And it's been played through. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's in a great position here, and he's picked it up out wide. He's got tall. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Trossard. And it's Rice. Timber.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Caicedo. Lavia. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain
Well, it
from
has been
talking outside
confrontational,
this stadium.
combative, competitive,
Thank you very much for your
everything you'd
cooperation.
expect from
Everyone,
Derby Day.
please welcome our players.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that
Substitution.
element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rice. Now Subimendi. Calafiori. Now Trossard. Incoming delivery.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Eze. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cucurella.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. No, he's not getting past him there. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. It's played through for him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that is as far as they're going to go. Palmer. And still we await the first breakthrough. That's a little off target. Trossard in acres of space out wide.
James. Chelsea have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Colwill. Cucurella. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. And it's Cucurella. Passes short and sharp. Palmer! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. He has found the way through. Eze. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! That could spell trouble. Lavia. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Shifted it to the flank. And they're quick to get it back. It'll be a throw-in. "75 minutes played. Eze. Goes for goal! Just swings wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Caicedo. For Pedro Neto. Palmer.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Fired deep towards the back post. Caicedo. That has been cut short. No way through.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. That pass has been well intercepted. Chelsea finding their passes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Trossard. And it's Eze.
1 minute added time.
Pretty robust defending.
That has not gone well.
Well, they shouldn't be.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Train departure times from all local
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Palmer. Eze. Front-footed pressing going on here. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely, now then. And he shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
João Pedro certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Calafiori. And it's Eze. Zubimendi. Saliba. Now it's Saka. For Rice. Saliba. Zubimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saka. Now this could be a chance. Lavia.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Calafiori. And it's Zubimendi. He's in plenty of space here. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
We are glad to inform you that today's match.
So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank?
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Lavia. Oh, good spread. James. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, really well played.
Palmer. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Little pass back. Now it's Trossard. That's been slipped through. This looks promising. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Chelsea present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, being awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from.
And the shot! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Extra time is number 20, João Pedro.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's in on goal. And a chance! Off the post. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, and at least they both had a go at winning it in extra time. It's often the opposite.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there. So who has it left in them to take a penalty? Palmer shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Saka is the next to run the gauntlet. No! He's gone and missed as well. So, the second man in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Eze is the second man to step up for his team. And that is a scarcely believable miss. And so the captain steps up.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Havertz will take the third penalty. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself. 2 to the good. Arsenal are looking to save match point. It's in. He's kept them in it.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So this to seal it. That's won it! Chelsea have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality. The end of the game. Reflections? So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash.
A header! Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 5 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
So, a breakthrough already. Gabriel Calafiori. And Gabriel. Can he get it through? It's a pretty loose pass. Colwill knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. Takes a shot! Martinelli. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Arsenal have reclaimed it. And it's Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is a little undercooked. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And they can counter here. Rice.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played into space out wide. Palmer. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Garnacho. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. And it's Timber. He's found a way through. Saka. Showing good feet. Rice. Played into space. Caicedo. Garnacho. And it's Caicedo. Out to the right. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Palmer. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Lewis Skelly. Looking to play him in.
Chelsea have it back and can go again. Now it's João Pedro. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Now it's Garnacho. Now that's a fine challenge. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's picked his way through. Oh, some tackle that. Shoots! Martinelli. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its charge, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute.
Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! It's in! Arsenal are level. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
High heaven.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating.
Celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Second period then underway. Gabriel. Now White. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good spread. Can he get on the end of this? Played into the... There's the header! Oh, crossbar! Lewis Skelly.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pass somewhat off target. Back to the keeper it goes. James. Caicedo. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Palmer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gabriel. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Martinelli. Caicedo promptly onto that. And that is that. Caicedo. So close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Timber. Lewis Skelly, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Crunching tackle.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's got away. Martinelli finds himself offside. Caicedo. James. Eze. Oh, important interception. That's a cute ball. Eze's cross. It's a mighty effort. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Fernandes. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Palmer. Gives it back. And it's Fernandes.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. Havertz looking understandably energised after his goal. Could move up a gear here. Caicedo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Cucurella, that is ended up in no man's land. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's a little off target. Gabriel, nicely spread. He has found the way through. He's being urged to shoot. In towards the back stick. And the keeper, decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Cucurella. Colwill. Timber makes the interception. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's bustling through. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now here's the delivery. Nice interception, well timed.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Rice. And Lewis Skelly. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is...
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get onto this?
Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal complete their comeback and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
That's been slipped through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Chelsea may have thrown this away at the death. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
The goal scorer for Arsenal, number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Arsenal could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Saka, now it's Rice. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now that is a hefty challenge. Fernandes. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Shot a goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Chalobah. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of brave...
Decent chance! And that certainly packed a punch. Garnacho. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is a nice touch. And a chance! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rice. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. Fernandez. He's on it. Can he get away? Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Cucurella. Buonanotte. Strong running down that left flank. Well, that has not gone well. Trossard. It's Saka. Knocks it into space. Elects gets his head on it! James. Garnacho. No, that's been intercepted. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. No way through. Rice. Now it's Saka. He is through here. He's ended up in... And he shoots! In he goes again. Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with...
Ah, he's given it away. Calafiori.
Timber. Havertz is onto it in a flash. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Garnacho. No, again, there's no way through.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Saka. And it's Ødegaard. Good chance here! It's off target and by quite a way.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cucurella. And Caicedo. Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here, and he decides to cross it. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I'm afraid
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Just eases him off the ball. Eze. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good ball!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That could spell trouble. He might be in here. Eze. Backward it goes. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pings in across. He's had a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gabriel, and he's gone searching crossfield. So we've reached the hour mark. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with...
Shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Fernandes. Rice with the foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And the wall's done its job. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries from a long way out. Trossard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Trossard. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Chelsea have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Now it's Fernandes. Buonanotte. Well, that is one way to stop him. Trossard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, not quite. Cucurella. Fernandes. 75 minutes played. Searching passes played there. Fernandes.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Chelsea have reclaimed it. Fernandes. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Picked out brilliant. Buonanotte! So close to drawing level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Chelsea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that's aimed into the middle. Chalobah kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Has been indicated.
There's the shot! Decent enough try. Tries a measured ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
The action has already started. Oh, that's fabulous. Lopez. Rafinha! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Hakimi. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where he...
Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Gonzalo Ramos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vitinha with the short one. The ball goes in. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he shoots! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Pedri, that's been slipped through. Barcelona have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing.
Decent chance! Now it's Barcola. Gonzalo, chance, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. Fermin. Decent progress down the left. He's picked his way through. And it's Pedri. Distributed tidily. Yamal. And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ramos. He is through here. That is lovely. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Barcola clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Fabian Ruiz. Half an hour played now. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Spectacular save! Yamal. Opts for safety. Chooses to go cross-field. Rashford. He's going to be disappointed with that. Dembele. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Vitinha.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Fabian Ruiz.
You have to expect that from everyone now. Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Lopez. Back in possession and ready to go again. Rashford. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Gonzalo Ramos. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rashford. That looks a good ball through. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Lopez, and he cuts out the supply. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Rashford. Vermeer shifted it to the flank. Played back in. That's good running with the ball. And he's running through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's tried one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Fabian Ruiz, given the lift of his goal. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Driving on and making good progress. Rashford. Can he finish? They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Balde.
Paris Saint-Germain really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
There's the crossfield ball. Yamal has it out wide and in space. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Threads one in. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Doué. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, lovely feeding his... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Balde. And it's Lopez. And it's Pedri. Great vision. Rashford. That's the keeper's ball.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Koundé cuts out the pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Yamal. And here's Barcola. Yamal.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found the way through. And he's gone. And the shot! Fabian Ruiz. Dembele.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Fabian Ruiz. That has been slung wide. And he was alert to it. Over to the left. Rafinha. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Balde. He's found a way through. Lopez. Rashford is onto this. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top. Takes a shot! And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? And it's Koundé.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now that's well seen too.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Sharp pass. Gonzalo Ramos goes down, but nothing given. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, super find. Danger averted for now. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle, something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploit.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Lopez. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. Crossing. A header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Christensen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Played out to the left flank. Dembele. Now it's Ramos. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. The pass is intercepted. Dembele, Gonzalo, and the finish! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Real chance! It's Rashford!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Rashford clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
He's gone forward.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Barcola has it in a wide position.
Barcola, and he welcomes it in. Oh, this looks sharp.
Vermeer.
That has been cut short.
It's Pedri.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that's well seen too.
Doué.
And it's Doué.
Hakimi. Looking for the run.
Oh, no joy this time.
Yamal.
And he's forced to go back. Christensen. And it's Balde. Rashford.
Vermeer. Rafinha.
Rafinha! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Doué. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Christensen spots it and intercepts. And here's Ramos.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Fabian Ruiz.
Oh, what a mistake!
Hakimi. Hakimi.
Good, strong midfield running here.
Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here.
There's the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. And the first 45 minutes are up.
What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Paris Saint-Germain ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Pedri, Rafinha, and here's Yamal.
Barcola. That pass has been well intercepted.
Lopez, lovely, has a shot! Fired deep to, oh, what a climb! He's scored! The second half sparked straight into life. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Vitinha plays it short. Oh, what has happened here? And now they can spring out of defence. And he's away. He's through. It's one-on-one. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That's a throw. Hakimi calmly anticipates. He's found a way through. He's had a shot!
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Rafinha. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Hernandez. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Rashford, there he goes, motoring forward. Fabian Ruiz with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Fabian Ruiz did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And it's Pedri. He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Rashford stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gonzalo Ramos.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hakimi. Played into space. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Yamal. De Jong. Fermin. Fermin. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Dembele. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a searching pass.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
They've got it again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get it through? Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Marquinhos, and it's made its way to him. Pedri. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Gonzalo Ramos claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? And so the calm before the storm. Again, this is so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-osy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention, and it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
And already we're underway here. And that's a throw. Camavinga. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's the boy everyone is talking about. This guy, Rodrigo, seen by many as being one of the biggest Brazilian talents of his generation. Now, just think about that. I don't really need to add anything extra.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Sends it crossfield. And it's Rashford. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. Alexander-Arnold. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Mbappe! Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The bar. Decent enough try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
De Jong. Quarter of an hour played. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Goulet. Vinicius Junior. He is onto this. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Kubasi. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Goulet. It's a really well-measured ball. Rodrigo. Oh, that is a nice touch. This looks promising. Oh, important interception. Koundé. Looking for options for movement. And here's Vinicius Junior. Arda Güler. Spread it left. Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Back into the middle. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Goulet. It's Camavinga. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Opts for safety. And it's Rashford. Dani Olmo. Balde. Played in. Oh, that was vital. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Driving on and making good progress. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe receives. Goes for a shot! He's gone direct here. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, good-looking ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And they're back on the ball again. Tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Now it's finished. Vinicius Junior! He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rashford. And that's another good win of the ball. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go once more. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He can run onto that. And he's straight offside. And he's been shifted off it. Alaba. Rafinha. Over to the left. He has found the way through. Rudiger deals, shoots! We've got a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Balde. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Denied by an instinctive save.
De Jong actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mbappe.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific... Yamal! Goulet. Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. De Jong gets across to intercept that. Rashford. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Tries to play it through. Gets his head on it! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! And they get themselves in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Balde. That's a good run down the left. Camavinga. Pedri. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Strokes it back. Pedri. Dani Olmo. He's tried one! That's a half-decent try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Camavinga. Goulet. Camavinga. And it's De Jong. Rafinha. Rafinha. This is promising. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly...
Just about within shooting range. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Camavinga. Alaba. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Camavinga.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity of it. That's rather hopeful. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Goulet, Camavinga. Alaba. Rodrigo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Balde. Fermin. Well, nicely intercepted. Alaba, given the lift of his goal.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Yamal. I think we're just about done here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Oh, look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Rafinha! Alaba. Now Mbappe. Alaba. He's picked his way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And time is up. Madrid pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Vinicius Junior voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances. But you feel the rivalry.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Madrid faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Stop from Courtois. And that's a poor pen.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
That's the keeper's ball. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Dani Olmo.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on how much of a creative role this fella Arda Güler can play here, Peter. He's never one to shy away from getting on the ball. He has wonderful courage, and he's the go-to guy in this team. And it's always lovely when you're in a team and you know somebody is always looking to get on the ball. So his availability will be key.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that's an excellent interception. Rodrigo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Arda Güler. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Played out to the right. He's found a way through. And he's had it nicked away. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rashford. Rodrigo. He's shifting through the gears here. So we're still where we started right now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's through here. And he's managed to get free. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Balde. Moved on forwards. De Jong. That's gone loose. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Dani Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Yamal. Mbappe. And it's Alaba. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yamal. He is through here. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Camavinga is the guilty party there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. De Jong. And Dani Olmo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Yamal. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
El dorsal 11.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Defending was strong and firm. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal hurtling down that right flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are.
There's the shot! And that is one way to get his defending done. And it's been taken short. Here comes the terrific header. No, not the best of headers. Eder Militao, Goulet, and it's Alaba. Great vision. De Jong, and Yamal. Rafinha. And here's Dani Olmo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rafinha! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's in a great position here. And it's Pedri. Pings it across. Alaba. No way through there. Rashford. Great, it's Rashford! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And back to the goalkeeper. Madrid still this single goal behind. Mbappe. Goulet.
Almost an hour gone. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's in on goal! Rudiger is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Eder Militao. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Koundé. Kubasi. Balde. And it's Rashford. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri. And he skips past his man. He has found the way through.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's a searching pass. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Barcelona have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Ferran Torres is herring after that one. Kubasi. It's a really well-measured ball. Spread it left. Ferran Torres. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's got away. Ferran Torres!
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Balde. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's De Jong. Fermin. Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? Oh, that was vital. And the referee brings it to a close.
Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Merci à tous et à tous d'avoir participé à ce live stream ce soir. Mon nom est Marcus, ex-Machina 007. C'est un plaisir d'être avec vous ce soir. Hope you enjoy this live stream. My name is Mark. Yeah, sorry, TikTok gave me an alert. Yeah, Marcus, aka Ex Machina 007. A pleasure to be with you tonight. Un placer estar con ustedes esta noche. Ojalá que disfruten el tiempo. Tenemos, déjame ver, 30 minutos más para antes de cancelar ese en vivo. Let me know where you guys from in the chat. Tell me which team you would like me to play with. It would be a pleasure to select a team or players that you would want to see me facing. Quick caveat though, it's been a while since I've been playing that game, so I'm not quite that legend. I will try to lower it to superstar maybe to see if I could win. I mean, I could. Last night I did win against Arsenal at professional, but you know, Barcelona and PSG are top tier game teams, so I may be struggling. And at night I don't really have the patience to be saying like I would be changing tactical or techniques or different alignments that would allow me to win just like a throw. But hopefully during the course of the week I will have a daily live stream and work more on a few skills like long shots, long distance shots, curveballs, mainly free kicks.
Welcome to those who have joined us all
to increase the probability of goals. But for tonight, ce soir, nous serons Paris Saint-Germain et contre le Real Madrid. Nous aurons encore, disons, 2 ou 3 parties pour voir comment on peut améliorer notre mode du jeu.
But then you consider a chance for 1 or 2
Enjoy
fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes
see you again, guys.
a big
Thank you.
incentive. It changes
Oh,
the
remember,
dynamic. So
if
there's
you're
plenty
watching
at
on
stake for
TikTok,
them, which will do
I am
no
also
harm
live
to
on
the energy
YouTube.
levels and the
And on
overall
YouTube, I'm
conviction,
live
and
both
hopefully the style of
vertical,
contest.
meaning 4K full screen, 60 FPS, and I'm also live stream on vertical. Vertical means mobile side. So if you're watching this live stream and you only see a small screen, while you're on YouTube, you are probably on the mobile live stream. So go to my profile. You will see I currently have two live stream going on. One of the live stream is the horizontal. It is what I would like you guys to be watching, to be honest, because it helps me reach monetization faster. I'm working right now on getting my watch time hours. I am at 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Last night I had 30 subscribers. Tonight I'm showing as if I already having 23 subscribers on YouTube and 34 on TikTok. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for your participation, and all of you who have been texting. And keeping the chat interaction alive. Really appreciate you. all those who send roses on TikTok. Your username are very long. I can't really read it. User 821, user 907. Thank you for the roses. Thank you all those who subscribe
So the game's first significant
on
moment,
YouTube. Those who
and it's
follow
come
on
earlier than
TikTok.
perhaps we anticipated.
That's positional goals.
Thank you again.
The utilisation of space.
I'm gonna shut up now for a while.
Bullish header!
Damn.
Crossbar! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Oh, I'm gonna shut up
Yeah,
and
since going
concentrate
a goal
on
down,
the
they've
game again,
dug in
okay?
to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's through, now is he in? Referee has just said play on. Asensio, he's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Mayulu clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bellingham, and here's Mbappe. Here's a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this.
There's the shot! It's a goal! And they're back in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. And it's Doué. Nice looking ball. It's a goal kick. Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
That's a throw. Mayulu.
Now that looks a decent ball. Turns and goes back. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's played through for him. Dembele! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. And the shot! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. Vitinha. That has been slung wide. And it's Mendes. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Brahim Diaz. Fran Garcia. This is promising. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. And a chance! It's there! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Gol del Paris Saint-Germain. Marcó en el minuto 42 el dorsal 10.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo.
He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Fran Garcia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him, and he was alert to it. And that has been clubbed away. Threads one in, crosses it in. And he's gone backward here. Dembele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. And he whips in across. He's gone for goal! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Madrid are down to 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a go. Oh, it's come loose. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Mendes. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Camavinga. Arda Güler. Well seen, saw that coming. Güler showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mayulu gets into a good position. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Quick look, then plays it in. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Zaire Emery. João Neves. Oh, nicely intercepted. Asensio. Played out towards the right wing. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Look, if they want to shut...
And this is Dembele. Doué! Superb from Doué! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Paris Saint-Germain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Vitinha. And it's Ruiz. And they're on him in a flash. He's picked his way through. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, super ball. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Doué, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Fran Garcia. It's Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. Güler. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha. That's Dembele. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Mendes. Aimed beyond the defence. Rudiger. Mayulu. Dembele. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it into space. Now it's Neves. He's had a shot! And that would have won it.
João Neves really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. Fabian Ruiz, who does have an assist to his name.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. Swings in across.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Bellingham, somewhat off target. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. That's a cute ball. And the through ball. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Camavinga, and it's Bellingham. Fran Garcia.
Habrá 4
Bellingham.
minutos de descuento.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Mbappe, and he's chosen to go back. Now who's going to be first to this? Back into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that interception was... So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position
All right,
of great
so
promise
this is
they
all for
established,
tonight, guys.
but they
Thank you
lost
so much
momentum, they
for
lost
being
intensity,
with us.
They lost their lead, and ultimately
Wish you
they
could
lost
enjoy
the
your
game.
time. I'm gonna log off now
Madrid
and see you
really
tomorrow.
did
Okay,
suffer for their lack
7
of numbers here.
Well, to be
to
perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to
7
see
p.m.
any
to
other
1 a.m.,
outcome.
but tonight
Ruthless
I will
opponents
have
who were
to
intent on
go to
exploiting
sleep
their
earlier.
very obvious advantage.
Bye-bye.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.